Hello and welcome back, guys. This is semifinals of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe free-for-all here at Riptide in Sandusky, Ohio. I'm PrincesssBrat. I have Rookie here. We're excited. We've seen some crazy races so far. It's only going to get crazier, so...
Yeah, what we're about to see is the highest level room we've seen of the entire tournament at this point. A lot of the top seeds have made it this far also, and a lot are going to be on the second wave coming up right after this round too. So only 6 can advance, but those that will be advancing will be making it to the finals for a shot for the title.
Yeah, we have some pretty notable names here. Check this out. We have Technical, Lazy Much unfortunately DQing, GojiTheYoshi, Wisp, Luxitone, Bo, Kibble, Stingray, Shadowww, Yoshimight, Owen, and Oddonion bringing into this first semifinal match.
Yeah, so there's a few thoughts I have on this. Obviously, you got to start with Technical.
Yep.
One of the favorites to win the tournament, and for good reason. Technical, obviously known as, Geometry Dash kind of guy. A lot of people got very, very popular for that. He's going to be somebody to watch out for. I think that Goji might actually be kind of a sleeper pick to potentially come out on top and win this tournament. And all the other players here, I mean, I've seen a lot from them up to this point. Like, even Yoshimight, I did not know much about him before going into this, but this dry bones just keeps on rocking. So, here we are.
I honestly love seeing the dry bones here. You still actually have a pretty good mix of characters going into semifinals, and I love to see it, So we're starting off strong on Koopa Cape. The name of the game and the beginning of this is Get a Shroom. Get a Shroom, you'll be able to take the cut, and then you should be able to hold one of these top spots. So we'll probably see a lot of players take the cut over here. Yep, we see Oddonion. I believe that was Bo as well. But getting pushed into the off-road, it looks like there.
Yeah, going to be fine, but rare instance where Goji actually does not shroom up, does not matter. He's hanging on to first right now and had a decent lead on top of it.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's not something you typically see.
Right now, Bo up here as well, been rocking Peach all day, and really in a pretty good position right now. Question is, are we going to hold this, or are we going to use it?
I would absolutely hold it.
Yeah.
Oh, Luxitone. Actually, this is really good for Luxitone as well. There's a lot of things that they can do here.
Goji's trail, though, is going to be kind of scary.
Yeah.
Kind of force that to happen, and I think that... Actually, I don't know if... Okay, Bo did shroom up. I was questioning that right there.
Yeah.
Missed tricks would be really bad, though.
Jump scare by Bo right there. Where did they come from? Just landed right on top of Luxitone.
Well, Bo just getting the trick made all the difference right there. And Goji just been up here all race so far. Always been having that trail out, and he's going to have to watch out. Luxitone connects right there, and Owen in third. And he's going to have to get out of the way for Stingray.
I think, unfortunately, Goji was a little too fast for their own good. They had a coin advantage there, and I think that's what eventually led to the hit.
Gotta be hitting that B button on occasion.
Yeah.
Also, the question is, how do we get rid of this horn from Goji's perspective? Right now, Luxitone, Bo, and even Owen, I want to say, have a decent amount of breakaway right now. It's just going to be a question.
Wait, did Bo hit something on the waterfall?
There might have been a disguised banana or something. That's all the more good for Luxitone, who was probably having to think about using it, but...
So sad. Went for the back. I was expecting to see Luxitone go for the back.
Immediate boomerang. Who is the boomerang? Stingray is up here. Owen is up here, potentially stealing this. This is a really hectic ending, and Owen is going to take it.
Insane ending right there. That was a lot to unpack.
Yeah, the Owen fans are...
They're popping
speaking
off
loud.
now.
Goji actually getting back into second. Bo and Luxitone, who looked almost like a lock to get top 2. Only 6-7 there.
That's so sad for them.
I mean, that ending was congested.
It was
items thrown everywhere. That blue shell really just... I mean, the trail before the blue shell even kind of messed up a little bit.
Everybody was trailing at the end, and the way that waterfall kind of pushes you into each other, too, it's just asking for a disaster, which is exactly what happened. Everybody was everywhere. Their trails were out. They were trying to gain those spots, and this is what happens. Hello, everyone. Say
Everybody
hi.
Waving over to the camera right now. I think that was a pretty good race for Shadowww, all things considered. Not the best bike track, I would say, right there, but with the hectic ending, that was a perfect situation. Just kind of take advantage of what was going on. Slide in, get fourth right there. Be interesting to see how some of the players rebound. Wisp is obviously one of those players that you expect to be a threat at any moment in any race. So
Yeah.
11th place is going to be scary, but the good news is that this is a 12 race round. There's plenty time to rectify some wrongs, and just like in US land fashion, we're going from Koopa Cape over to DK Mountain, the two most picked tracks for some reason, it seems.
I thought this was the rookie mountain.
Well, we don't have to talk about that. The mountain face looks like my knee, I'll just say that.
All right, who do we have in first place right now? It looks like Owen is actually holding their first place spot.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a great situation for Owen also. It feels like a track where, Bitty Buggy, Scooty alone is already pretty good, and having, a heavier character on top of that can really be difficult when dealing with, players like Technical, for instance.
Owen's still up there. If I were him, I would have burned my coin sooner because I knew a double box was coming up, but I mean, despite that, he's still surviving. So we're going to see a lot of these players take the cut right here. There's going to be a lot of bumps in the mid-pack. It looks like Stingray was able to make it through pretty safely.
This is an interesting setup here. I actually did not find the crevice right there. I like the idea to shroom up and just shower fire back on everybody. Unfortunately lost track where Owen was, and he's still holding on the first Stingray right behind.
There's been so many plans.
Technical's doing the build
is he doing the strat?
The build strat that doesn't really allow you to chain or anything, but looks really cool. He passed enough people that it dropped him early.
Wow. He is taking the rat.
Oh, that was really far right. Oh my gosh, that alignment could not have been any more to the right.
Yeah, that was a little...
Owen actually read it out right now. Technical's going to be up there with some shrooms, I think. No, not anymore, but we'll see. I don't want to spoil, but the blue is out, and that is known now. And it looks like Technical gets by. He is ahead, and this is exactly where you want to be. Yoshi, Scooty,
I think he realized too late to try and drop out, but it was already locked onto him, and Technical saw that and was able to just keep driving.
Owen actually still up here. I was thinking that maybe Oddonion chains that green and shrooms the blooper off. Going to cost some time still in a good spot. Wisp up here in fourth. They have a little bit of a breakaway, and they need to hold on, and they're going on the offensive, knowing that they're going to be behind.
Oh, wow, this is going to be a really scary movie.
I was thinking
right now.
I was thinking that Owen might have actually backed it right there before. He did not. Another blue is thrown. I don't think Tech can drop out here, but this is also getting awkward with the timing with the no Adam cut coming up yet.
I don't know if he's going to be able to make the cut.
Yeah, Technical looks like he was going around. Owen is going to potentially be in a dominating position in this room. Oddonion up here in second. I'm probably holding this with the people right behind. That's a second for him. Technical looks like he's going to live.
I was getting flashbacks from Monkey Business with all those bananas on the bridge right there.
Yeah. And Owen on a perfect 26, actually.
Right now,
And clock's starting to tick. There's a lot of people that are still in single digits, and a lot of these races not going exactly how you expect them to, but for players like Owen, you wouldn't have it any other way.
I mean, there's 12 races in this semifinals, so, don't feel down on yourself if you haven't been getting some good races quite yet. There is still time. You can still make it. Top 6 are going to be moving on to finals, so we're going to be streaming both semis instead of having them run simultaneously, one on stream and one off stream. So you get to see exactly who moves on in real time. So
yeah, I mean, we're at the point of the tournament now also where a lot of these players that are outside of the top 6 are players that are very capable in their own right. There are a lot of players that came to this tournament with the expectation that they were going to make it to the finals and vie for the title. And sometimes these tournaments don't always go the way you expect them to. But when you have a lot of strong players in a lobby, sometimes powering through adversity is all that you really need to be focused on. Because while first 2 races may not be how you expected it to for, players like, Wisp and Luxitone, both players I think were up there, but just did not finish in high spots. I mean, there's still 10 to go. Just gotta find a way to focus.
Yeah. We're going into Madrid for our second race here. Third, sorry. I like this track a lot.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about.
It doesn't end well for me, but it's fun to play on. I like driving it.
There are some instances where it just goes peaceful, and then others where it is just a complete war zone. I don't know if I like it too much.
I think the end is where the war zone often happens.
Yeah, I like what I see from Wisp right now, weirdly, with the Shroom. Mushroom kind of feels required to break off a front run here just because of this cut coming up. It saves so much. And
is it possible to do a Nisk on it? Well,
Owen
did.
Owen did about as well as you can, but still only at 6 afterwards. So Looks like I'm drawing a blank. It was Shadow on Daisy right now. Might have some sweet relief. Snaking to get away from this. Oh my goodness.
How did that not explode?
Well, I was very scared for Shadow right there. Kibble was right on their tail.
I don't know. They might not be in the clear here.
They are out of horn distance at the very least. And Shadow really needs a track like this.
You could double triple.
Yeah, especially. Oh, Bomb is back.
There's no way to avoid that.
And top 3 is broken away right now. And I think Shadow is just extending the distance, probably excited to be on a track that is not heavily slanted against bikes like DK Mountain.
And the only thing you have to be careful with is this cut right here, though.
And Kibble in second for Red is scary to a degree, but they are not really out of the woodwork right now. And Technical just casually is just coming up in a star. Gets the double right there also, and it's going to be a problem for at least a few more seconds, but we'll see. All the major cuts are done for the most part here, and there's a lot.
Technical was able to trail out Shadow there.
Yeah, and that is the thing. After the cut, oh, watch out! You don't want to horn the blue.
Yeah, no,
you definitely want to see Technical go down after hitting you out, and Stingray is actually in a really, really good position right now. Technical does not have anything to get out. There is a dodge and play. It looks like Kibble is actually on his way back up.
Yeah, it's okay though, because a lot of these players are going to be able to get into sets, so that way they can get items. What is these bombs, bro? They're
the blind sight.
Oh my god.
Question is, who has items up front? I see Luxitone with shrooms. That could be big. I don't know who has a bunch of stuff. Oh, no. First Stingray goes down.
Didn't even matter. There was no protection from that at all.
Oddonion actually is in a really good spot now after these last 2 races after a rough start.
Yeah, let's see where we are in the standings.
It's going to be great for them. Owen falling down, still in a good spot. Very needed race for Shadow, Luxitone. Wisp still kind of down on luck right now, it seems.
Yeah. Let's take a look and see where we're at. We have Owen in first place with 32 points. We have Oddonion in second with 27. Technical in third with 24. Tying with Stingray in third place. We have fifth with Goji.
Yeah, first bad race there for Goji. Had a pretty hot start, but as you know, Madrid can be a little silly at times.
I told you, it's just chaos.
Yeah.
It often just ends in chaos.
I thought it was going to be over after Technical broke into first there. Got the trail off after, shrooming up, had the star, but may have liked to have even more defense after with the blue and shock and all that.
Do you really want to make enemies this early on? Because that just puts a target on your back for the rest of this, honestly. Who else
possible.
All right, so
Shadow's holding on in sixth. Nice to see after they ran a lot of that last race.
Yeah.
You like to see the efforts rewarded. Maybe not how exactly they wanted it to, but you'll take it. Oh, and it is time for some Waluigi pinball.
You mean win ball?
We'll see. Go. Somebody's got to win it.
That's true. That's very true. All right, let's see who we got. Who's starting in first again?
Oddonion is starting in first. Okay. This is a little bit of an uphill battle. If they want to beat the ball, it's going to require perfect driving, and the bad startups maybe going to eliminate them without the draft. I don't know if Technical's going to have the ability to get it from second. Looks like the bumps are... It'll depend if he can get the double SMT. It looks like he went for it. I think he's going to have to go around, which is a little bit of an awkward alignment. So watch out for Oddonion right there. Not... Okay, beats the ball.
Able to make it, yeah.
A little bit of a shaky start with the star boost, some wiggly lines, but doesn't matter anymore. Survive the beginning, that's the most important thing. But Technical has some distance as a result. But top two has some breakaway now.
Yeah, and this is a pretty long track too, so we may see a shock or two.
Oh god, watch out.
Oh no,
that was looking like it was kind of close there.
Oh no, it wasn't even the pinball, it was a rogue green.
Technical doing me proud right now. Quite a commanding lead after lap one. That's how you win it right there.
That's just going to make this mid-pack even crazier. The more he breaks away.
Yeah, Luxitone and Goji right now. Gotta watch out. There's a laggy section right after that can right now, and Goji's really gonna have to respect these greens.
Yeah, this part is notoriously laggy,
or does he?
too. Well,
never mind, he does. He does. Having to let Owen go by also with the red, not the best ghost you want to see. Technical is just out here.
Those backs were a little scary there. Thought one of them was gonna land. Goji opting to go for the double. Honestly, smart, going for coins.
I don't know what you do if you're Luxitone. I don't know if I pull the trigger on these reds right now.
No.
And they're actually getting stolen as a result. Technical will be able to break one. I think he's going to tank this blue. That's a feature of this track. I mean, you can get so far ahead. The question is, are there any items in play? I'm not going to spoil if he has anything right now. And Luxitone looks like they might have to be dealing with Bo and Yoshimight and all of them right now. Technical might be able to get away without having to really worry even if he is defenseless right now. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, Technical's tied right now for 3rd place in the standings, so
yeah.
If he wants a chance to make it out of this alive, I think he's going to have to secure this first. He's been able to hold it down thus far, so...
Yeah, Luxitone looks like they're going to play this safe right now, realizing maybe there's items that they don't want to challenge, but perhaps if, multiple offensive items they might decide to strike, or alternatively, they could just wait for a blue shell.
Oh, yeah. See,
Tech had a bomb.
2 blues. Yep, long track. That's
he might still be able to survive this. The Shroom is in play. I think Technical had such a commanding lead right there that it's going to be fine. Luxitone is going to certainly be okay with 2nd right there. Goji coming up, delivers a hit perhaps on Shadow at the end there. Going to pull 3rd, and a lot of damage coming in. Yoshimight taking a hit at the line also, and Stingray actually sliding on in 3rd.
Was there a shock that race?
Yeah, there was.
I don't remember.
I think it's into lap 2, I want to say.
Oh, okay. I remember there being 2 blues, but I was trying to see, I couldn't remember if there was a shock or not.
Technical, you're getting the rookie seal of approval for that one. That's how you get it done right there.
Beautiful work.
Wasn't able to beat the ball, but, if you're starting a 2nd, that's a little bit ridiculous. So smart to, realize the situation in the beginning, navigate the pinball well, and just kind of take off from there. And I think Luxitone displayed a great display of patience right there, realizing that if I don't throw a lot of these items ahead, I don't have to worry about getting hit right now. I'm far away from 3rd. 2nd's good. 2nd wins matches.
Yeah.
If you got 2nd every race, you'd be the best player in the world.
Yeah, well, I mean, top 6 moves on, so you have plenty of time to make it. You don't have to be greedy with your spots. If you're comfortable and you can defend yourself, why not?
Yeah, I'm responding to that. You got the mic.
Okay, here we go. There's some trash talking in the chat. Guys, this isn't actually me. That was him.
Okay. DS Mario Circuit is going to be the follow-up. I like this track. I know it's a bit of a bagger.
I like it too!
We're going to see a decent amount of people stopping, I believe, also.
Yeah, traditionally a bagging track. There are some pretty nifty cuts on the final bends, so actually more technical than most cuts that I've seen.
Yeah, it's kind of the big cut is somewhat precise.
Yeah.
That being said, you don't really have to be a master of it to take advantage of some of the bagging strats.
Yeah.
It seems that 3 people are going ahead. Technical is confident in his running ability, maybe even delivers a hit on Kibble, who is now opting to bag. It's Technical and Stingray up front by quite a bit, but as you know, there's a lot that can happen on this track.
Oh yeah. I'd be shading into this right now, especially with how far back a lot of these players are. I mean, it's the breakaway and the distance between the players in 1st, 2nd, and then the bottom pack. It's what are you supposed to do but chain your items and try and get dodges, because a shock is inevitable.
What you see here might not be the final conclusion, but they are so far ahead that if there isn't multiple shocks, it could potentially be that kind of situation. Oh!
There it was. That was
okay.
Oddonion's shock right there.
There it is. I was almost thinking for a second, what if he dodged while in the star? I wasn't able to see if there was anything else in play. Seems like Yoshi might be up there. I don't know if this is true, but he might have dodged in a ghost of how far up ahead he is right now, or maybe he just dodged normally, but we'll see what happens.
2 bullets in play. Wisp, and I can't tell who that is. Oh, it's Bo.
Wisp is really going to have to find a way to just have a safe race. I feel like they're having trouble just getting out of the hits right now, and being in the pack right now might not be paying off. With only 1 shock, Technical is still in 1st, holding on to it, and not really worried.
Yeah, he took the gamble on running, and it's working in his favor. A lot of these players are coming up right now, so unless if something drastic happens, I think Technical might...
Oh, 2nd shock's in play. Owen dodges again. He's going to get a good race. The question is Wisp going to be able to get a good race here? I mean, getting into the final set, is there going to be any items that are going to hit anybody out here?
Now, Technical still got 2nd, but that was huge.
Gets in at the end. A relatively peaceful ending, though, after the shock. So many people got hit after the set that a lot of people did not get hit out. And Owen and Technical just going off right now. The double 48s and Oddonion looking like they're making a push for the finals for another 3rd, and Stingray in 4th. And that top 4 is kind of out of here.
Yeah. Wow, Owen and Technical are tied right now for 1st place. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We have Oddonion in 3rd right now with 43 points, just shy of 1st. Stingray in 4th right now with 41. And then the gap starts to widen here.
Yeah, Goji's kind of alone there in 5th, and right now Bo and Luxitone holding on to 6th by 1 point over Shadow.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to go back to that DS Mario Circuit race again, because there's something we were talking about last round when Vertex was bagging it up every race. And the thing is, as we get into these later rounds and more people become familiar with bagging, it does kind of create a situation where the people who are up front can get away with them on occasion. And we saw that exactly work out with Technical, where he took that risk of front running, but because it was just him, just Kibble, for so much of that race, there was nobody to hit him out.
Yeah,
and
it
he
was
survived.
A free run, honestly.
Yeah, fun run.
Yeah.
And it works. So bagging can be good, sometimes can be necessary, but you got to watch out. If there's nobody running, there's value to be had up there.
Yeah. I love this track. We're on Wii Rainbow Road.
What a bold take from you, liking Wii Rainbow Road. Wow.
It's so pretty. It's nostalgic too, let's be honest. I love this cut right here. This strat is so interesting. Being able to take it shrimless, you know, adversely to like the Mario Kart Wii method.
They really emphasized that in the trailer. I remember
they really did. I remember that too.
That's all the Mario Kart Wii love that the Tories are complaining about. It's just like, oh guys, remember this?
Yeah, guess what? You can do it without a shroom.
Yeah, it's just a normal part of the gameplay on this track. And weirdly, I think I really like how this track plays in this game. Like, I know it plays completely differently, but it's like a good different, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. Who do we have in first here? Is that Technical?
It is still Technical up there. Luxitone and Bo, 4-5 right now. They are fighting against each other for that last spot, but Goji is also still within their sights and goes down to perhaps one of Bo's greens.
Yeah.
Bo going for potentially more, but runs into the banana, place on the double. This is a big opportunity for Shadow, though, who is in 8th right now. If this blue can maybe hit Tech at... Oh, never
he had
mind.
a horn.
That's okay, I think, if you're Shadow. I mean, we'll take this. Technical is not who you need to hit out right now.
Yeah, second is not a bad place to be in. Now, this is a very long track, so there's just a lot of room for shenanigans. You may see a lot of blues, may see a lot of shocks. So
I think I might drop that bomb immediately after Cannon also.
I would have too, honestly,
Not really going to matter too much since Luxitone got hit anyway. They're in a great position. We're going to have to see who can come back up. The Technical sitting pretty right now. I think Shadow's got to like their spot right now.
Yeah. There's going to be an interesting play here coming up. We'll see.
And it is Bo who pulls the trigger. Didn't want to spoil that one, but Kibble also holding the shock.
There were 2 shocks in play, guys.
And that's the danger, right?
Yeah.
Holding on too long, it's not guaranteed that you can use one. Oddonion in the back right now. Bo probably decent on coins right now, but we'll see. Shadow's still got to love this situation, I think.
Yeah, but take a look at what's happening again. We
another
have
blue.
Oh,
in the blue. Shadow's still on. They still have some space between 3rd right now. The question is, how aggro do you want to be right now since Luxitone is closer? Are you going to take a shot? Technical backing. The shot is coming out. Is there going to be any chaining opportunity? Maybe.
Now, the single item, though, not knowing what's behind you, it could be triple reds. Who knows? That's a little scary.
No decision to be made right here. Is Oddonion going to be able to hold on to 3rd? They could really use this right now, put themselves in a great position. Bo brings it all the way back to 4th, and it is actually going to be Goji that gets in last. Stingray with not a great race too, but that opens up 5th place for a lot of people.
Yeah. I was expecting a lot of blues and a lot of shocks, but I was not expecting 2 shocks at once.
Yeah, none of them in dodges of their cell. I wonder if Bo actually saw it. They weren't too far away, but I don't know if it was within the line of sight. So,
well, whenever you're in these races and it gets as heated as it does and you got your nerves going and you're trying to be aware of your surroundings, sometimes you can confuse a shock for like a star or a golden, so who knows, but I mean they had to have seen it in order to pull the trigger. So, well,
there was an item set coming up and you just you know you don't want to hold it too long anyway, but that said, also it's not the ideal chain. Technical's pointing at us.
Hi, Tech.
Hi.
What's up, buddy? You having
Technical
fun?
is having a good time right now. Good time interrupting my train of thought that I've now forgotten.
Oh no, I don't remember what you were saying.
I don't know, but we're on 3DS Rainbow Road. I will say though, I think if you're Shadow, you're completely fine with Technical winning that race. Obviously, you would like to get first, but that was a great race that put them in 5th, actually.
Yeah.
And right now, Bo is tied with Goji for that last spot. Luxitone right behind. For Kibble, Yoshimight, and Wisp, this second half's going to have to be good.
Yeah, it's looking a little rough there. But it's not over yet. 12 races, guys. You have plenty of time.
That's why we have 12 in the later rounds.
Right, because it gets a lot harder.
Settle these disputes.
Yeah. This is a little bit of a laggy part of the track. You can see people kind of appearing, reappearing. You have to be careful because some trails can get you.
It looks like Wisp is actually signed a counter pick over to Villager also, but unfortunately going to be going down to Oddonion right there. Who pulls triple shrooms and smartly gets out of the way of those bananas.
With those bananas behind him, that was really good avoidance.
Still not out, still not safe completely yet. Yoshimight going for blood right there.
Wow.
Shout out to Yoshimight repping Dry Bones.
I love that.
Kind of, maybe Dry Bones might, maybe. See, GojiTheYoshi gets it.
Yeah, he's a Yoshi.
And he's going to be taking out the Yoshi player that is not a Yoshi player.
Not a Yoshi player. He's like, get out of here, you fraud.
Remember, Goji is in 6th right now. Had a really good tournament up to this point. Needs to find some good races again to perhaps create this gap again. Had a really hot start, but it's kind of cooled off recently.
And unfortunately with this track, this is not a track you want to fall behind on. It is a hard runner. There is not a lot of opportunity.
I don't.
Do you break it? Wait,
no, but Blue's not going to put a dent in technical right now. I think he's fine. I mean, if he's on glider also, it's like even easier.
That was actually really smart.
Oh, watch out, Oddonion!
Oddonion, hello.
Oh, Tech is off.
Off?
Oddonion. Pretty good position. What is going with Goji right now? Is he still right behind? He's going for this first.
God.
There is fire. Wisp is back up here. Needs this race really bad. Shadow's up here. Wisp holds on and gets second.
Do you think Shadow got hit by that ring?
I don't think so.
No, they're good. They're good.
Uncharacteristic of technical right there. But Wisp is back up here now.
Do you think he just got spooked by something, or maybe like
I don't know.
Misdrifted?
There's a lot of spaghetti right there. I'll just say that.
A lot of spaghetti.
That's a common phrase.
I like that a lot. I've never heard that.
Never heard spaghetti before?
No.
Danny and I were playing some Smash friendlies last night, talking about how there was a lack of spaghetti in our game this time. Were you just not paying attention?
What is the spaghetti in question?
It's like spaghetti's kind of like when like you're messing up in like otherwise like
Is it because it's all like tangled and twirled?
Yeah. I would imagine so. It's like ordinary situation, but kind of flubbing in a sense.
Okay. I like it. I'm gonna bring that into my vocabulary.
All right, prepare for Brat to say it like 5 times in finals now.
All right, let's talk about the standings here. We're starting to solidify some of our top spots, right?
Yeah.
Technical and Oddonion have kind of broken away for the most part.
0-2.
Yeah,
Owen, the GP1 champion.
Yeah, because he has a 10-point lead over 4th place right now. So.
I will say, though, that if you have a hot start and you're down on 30, you got to make sure that you get out of like whatever funk you might be in, because holding on to the same pace for the last 5 races might not end up being enough. The next 5 are like it too.
Yeah. See, look, knees weak, mom spaghetti. Maybe that's what it means. He got weak knees on the final turn.
Shout out to Meaningless Name, by the way, Columbus Smash player.
Oh, yeah.
Go back a little. We had some battles back in the day.
I love
Very committed Mii player. Played all types of Miis, so good to see you here, buddy.
I don't think spaghetti is Zoomer lingo because we're kind of boomers up here on the mic, so.
I don't know. Meaningless Name's been around in the Smash scene longer than I was. He was there when I came back in Smash 4 and all of that, so.
Oh,
he knows all the lingo.
Here.
Yeah, this is not the track that you want to see for Shadow right now, but they're making it work.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll see it at the end of the lap. The final no-item cut is just brutal on Inward Bike.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a really good opportunity for Bo now to also get a lead.
I think I just saw
too.
Shadow getting hit by those triple greens too right before the cut. So
the beginning's oddly not too bad for Bike.
Okay.
Ending with the super bounces and the cut, pretty rough. Anyway, Bo needs this.
Absolutely.
Absolutely needs
Bo
this.
is at 7th place right now, just shy of qualifying by 2 points.
Yeah.
So if Bo can hold on to this,
I don't know if Wisp was the one that threw the blue, but it'd be kind of funny considering Bo horned Wisp out of first to begin with, I believe.
A little bit of payback there, I guess.
Yeah. Our top 3 in the room is top 3 in the race right now, so if you're Bo, you don't really need to be super aggro, but you got to make sure you're spaced from Onion here, and the 10 coins can be disastrous, but yeah. Gets the trail and gets back up to second. That is huge for Bo.
Oh, yeah. Bo needs this.
Got the roommate right behind.
Yeah.
We'll see if they're still friendly right now. That's a little bit of a fun fact for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and I guess he heard the criticism. It's like, yeah, I'll turn it back up again, but we'll see.
Yeah, honestly, smart for him to hold on to the item that he has just in case. So I think he doesn't have a lot to worry about, except for maybe the final cut up here.
Oh, watch out. Kibble got a better line than Stingray right there. That's going to be dangerous for him, who is in fourth, but not super far gone.
Wow, there's
and
a shot.
Shadow is going to be dodging. Will they be able to make this ending work?
That was a really late shot, too. We'll see.
The shroom helps a lot. See, this is a really awkward
so tight.
not right there, but still, the shroom makes it so much easier, and that's exciting for Shadow right there. You get second on a bad bike track, for that matter.
I don't think I've ever witnessed an inside drift bike take a cut like that, and that looks miserable.
A lot of braking.
So sorry.
And the thing is, the alignment is not even like fully there if you don't have the shroom also.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What a miserable
one of the worst,
to take.
Yeah, one of the worst bike tracks in the game, and a lot of good car tech that you can pull off there to extend the lead further when it comes to stuff like the super bounce and all of that.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, technical, good race again.
Yeah.
I think I may have got hit at the end, actually, because it was Owen. It was up there, but...
Doesn't matter. He's so far gone. Even if he gets hit out, he is guaranteed to move on at this point.
Yeah, that race might have been a little bit of a missed opportunity for Stingray, who's been very up and down, but mostly up for the most part. Yeah. But Kibble actually getting last that race, but it's kind of unfortunate to the late last-second shock because Kibble got the alignment there that sent Stingray out of the front. None of them had dodges, and, well... Shadow, good race on Music Park, but another track that is not super bike friendly on the way.
Oh no.
So we'll see if they can pull out another W there, but
yeah. This is looking kind of rough though for Bo. I mean, look at the point difference between 6th and 7th right now.
Yeah, right now Luxitone and Wisp. And I mean, Luxitone and Bo started that race one off pretty, strong, but a lot of unfortunate happenings for them the last few races also. And a lot of ground to make up right now, but
yes.
Goji is not completely out yet, or not far away, I guess.
Yeah.
Stingray also, and even Shadow still has something to prove, and this is not the ideal track for them. So, still time if you're Bo, still time if you're Wisp, and even Luxitone at this point too.
That's not over.
Just got to pull it out.
Everybody, Oddonion opting to take the long way around. Not sure what they're cooking right here,
Might
but
be
maybe
going for the coins.
Yeah.
Can't hate. Bo's up front right now again, and you'd like to see one of these translate for Bo.
Yeah, I mean, he really needs this.
As the 7th place player also, it is needed. Shadow also up here. Might have something to say about it right now. Looks like Owen actually hitting out Bo, and that's the most tilting thing, to be honest. I think I actually pulled the star right here from Kibble, but he might be holding for later. Shocks are very pullable at the first set. It is a canon item set, as we know, and Owen is back into first.
How many blues do you think Tech has taken at this point?
Not enough. He's still doing quite well. I mean, he's up there.
That's so true.
Might have got the better alignment even.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure. No, Owen is back in first now.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yoshimight also.
Wow, this is interesting.
If Yoshi... Oh, no! Owen getting DKS'd.
I hate this for you, buddy. Oh, I hate when that happens. I'm so sorry.
It's good news for Yoshimight. He's actually up in second right now. If he's going to have a winning race, this is how it's going to happen. And he might have the item that could potentially be damaging for those up front. The technical hit something. Yoshimight is gone in first right now, potentially with good items. Going for blood on Bo, recognizing
a ghost in first place?
Yeah, and no shot,
Yoshimight.
weirdly, but this cut is going to be the indicator. Can they hold on? Bo might have the better alignment, but do they want the better alignment?
I think it still went for Owen.
No, it went for Yoshimight, I believe. And Bo, needing a first in 7th place, is going to hold on and get it.
Really needed that.
And I imagine that as a high, that's going to make Bo pass Goji right there, who got 9th, and Yoshimight, you hate to see it, not 10th place after taking the blue at the end there, presumably, and Shadow not going to survive 2 bad bike tracks. Bo is suddenly up in 5th, just like that.
Well, tied for 5th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Goji is now on the outside looking in, 4 points behind. Luxitone and Wisp now tied for 8th. Yoshimight and Kibble. Perfection's going to be needed at this point.
I mean, we would need, first places across the board for these players. So.
And that's obviously going to be difficult when you got, very
when you got technical,
strong
Oddonion,
players.
Owen, all of those in the top spots. Yeah.
Oddonion been a very impressive player so far. Been up front quite a bit. Just finding the right situation to be in so much, it seems like. Now, for Bo, you're up in top 5 now, but job is not done yet.
No, it's
Still
not.
close, and Stingray ever the closer to being on the outside, despite actually moving up in the standings. So,
How many races do we have left? 2, 3?
decent amount. And Athens Dash is coming in.
Ooh, this is Shadow's favorite track. Do you think they'll be able to pull it off on their favorite?
Yeah, we'll see. It was their pick, so
I mean,
a good rebound after the last 2 picks, too.
Yeah.
3 races to go. 7 people kind of in pretty good position right now, but not all of them are going to make it. And there are still 2 people lingering in the shadows right now that, with a win, could, flip this whole round on its tail.
I like that you say lingering in the shadows because Shadow is just right on the cusp. So
I
they're
did.
right behind it.
I don't know. I didn't mean it that time.
I like it though.
A lot of times I say lingering dangerously,
Yeah, that's good.
lurking dangerously.
Yeah. This actually is going to be
Shadow
huge for
has
Taking
the
cut.
seed.
Yeah.
The room early to get into first. This could be the
First place on their
turnaround.
favorite track. I don't know.
Oddonion's kind of low right now. Is he going to break? No, he didn't get above the step, but he still isn't first. And he has the trail right where he wants. And
Yeah,
Shadow's
this
got to
is
watch out.
scary.
Actually tipping the cap right now to Wisp.
Yeah.
And Wisp could use a good race right here. Still not out of it yet, and they're going for a very tight cut right here. And
I've
wow.
never seen that in my life.
Ooh, that
What
was
is
saucy.
that?
Oh, watch the green and Wisp. Oh my gosh, pulling
Hello,
it out.
Wisp.
This is
you
the
taught
play.
me something today.
Wisp is in 8th in the standings right now to really put into perspective how strong this room is. Put in the lines on somebody whose favorite track is Athens Dash right there.
Yeah.
That's something that I don't have in my bag right there.
I've never seen that.
Yoshimight up here again right now. Wisp has an opportunity to shroom up right here. I mean, if you can
I
just
think
wait
they
for the
did.
blue.
Yeah.
I mean, they're right behind Oddonion,
Oh,
who's
no,
in
Bo
first.
didn't
They
get
need it
an
right here.
item.
Wisp is in a great spot right here if he can avoid any items.
Oh, this is going to be
The
scary.
surprise
Yeah,
attack
there
is
it
online
There it is.
for Oddonion. That's what you hate to see with 3 races left, and Wisp now not in so much of a great position, but gotta watch out.
Oh, no. In the
Shadow on the
rain.
way up too.
See if they can punish him for that.
Shadow has shrooms. Gonna have to play this smart though, if Luxitone also likely gonna want to hit them out.
Yeah, I think this is really smart going
Going
on
on
the
the
right.
right.
You can use your shrooms safely, maybe buy some time for
I
that
think
red shell to come out.
Getting
Excellent
3rd for
job.
Shadow. And
That was
Goji,
excellent.
wait, no, it wasn't Goji. It was Yoshimight in 2nd. I don't know why I said Goji. Goji actually in 11th right there. Starting to pull out of reach right now. It's a good race for Stingray and Bo, not because of, placement, but because they extended their gap.
Wow. Okay, Shadow was on the cusp. Now they're pretty comfortably in 4th.
You really do hate to see that for Wisp, who played a pretty clean race up to that point. Just the bomb at first, you hate seeing that, especially with the display of
It's so-
driving right there.
Well,
They had a shroom also to cover a blue and everything. It's like, you can't really set it up much more. It's just sometimes the blind side right in front of the double turn.
I mean,
It's
whenever.
tough.
That's the beauty of the pocket item, right? Because you can hide those plays behind the coin that he had,
Yeah.
and then able to take out the competition that's behind you. So
Yeah, it's crazy to be honest though, because I understand wanting to maybe roll for like a horn yourself, but like the mushroom is already there in 2nd. So not
you
a
can
ton
use
of
a recovery item too in case something happens.
Well, it's not a ton of pressure in that situation for Oddonion to, hit them out, but at the same time, it worked.
Yeah. We'll take a look and see where we're at right now. It's looking ever so tougher and tougher to make it into top 6 at this point.
Yeah, with only 2 races also, but again, this is another landmine for Shadow.
Oh,
The
no.
worst bike track.
The whole room
to be
is
honest.
against them.
I mean, Bo and Stingray are closer for Goji. I mean, Wisp and Luxitone at this point, I think you kind of need a little bit of a miracle.
Yeah.
2 good races could be enough. Might need some help also.
Well, it's also
Really, Goji is that threat that's still kind of looming within reach, but they need to turn it on and turn it on fast.
Yeah, I mean, you also have to bank on these other players in these like kind of middle spots having a bad race, but they've been performing, so the chances of that happening are very low at this point.
Yeah, see if Goji can have a nice cut right here.
That was a good cut.
Yeah, that's what you want. Oh my gosh.
No.
I don't know if the trail would have been great. I
They're
mean,
just trading hits at this
they got
point.
Stingray. I mean,
Yeah.
Stingray is the person that Goji would like to perhaps see get last the most. It's just that Shadow might be the easiest on this map in particular.
Not sure,
Oddonion's been fearless recently.
sure what's going on with Kibble there.
I want to say that's a lag. I really want to say that's lag unless he's actually just trolling, which I don't know if it's in the rules whatsoever.
I think he's just stuck.
No, he's trolling.
He's
Kibble, get out here with this stuff.
Come on, bro.
Get out here with this stuff.
Oh,
Regardless, no. I don't even know if he hit, to be honest.
No, I don't think he did either. I mean, there is no... You don't get disconnected if you sit in lobbies, LAN lobbies, so...
LAN lobbies do have lag, though, is the thing also.
Yeah.
So, seems like Kibble perhaps even missed the opportunity right there. He's not going to be able to do anything else unless he pulls like a shock or something. Goji is holding on right now, out of the way of the blue. I don't know if there's going to be a shroom pull, but oh, God, watch out for the red trail and technical.
Oh, wow.
So many people going around the cut right now.
I know.
Shadow actually not in the worst position, but Goji does finish ahead, and Stingray is actually in the back right now, which is going to make this last race all the more interesting.
Yeah, Goji getting 5th place. Did you see his smart steering save earlier? That was pretty good, too. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, Goji is right there now. Only 3 points out. I want to say that Bo and Shadow are kind of safe. It's not a lock.
So. Yeah, I would say so.
Well, Bo can only lose through a tie-break situation with Goji right now. And even that tie-break being for 6th is unlikely. Shadow, on the other hand, it's looking pretty good at plus 11.
Yeah.
There is still a world where they could just lose outright with a bad race, especially if it's a bad bike track. Stingray and Goji looks to be the battle right now, but even still, Luxitone technically has an outside shot. Wisp has an outside shot, but Wisp has to get first, and Stingray needs to have a pretty poor race for that to happen.
Yeah.
I'm talking bottom 3 and 10 or 9th would be actually no. I might be no. I'm wrong. Because you can only get 13 in here.
Yeah.
So Luxitone or Wisp is not entirely out right now, but you must get first. Stingray must get last. Goji can't get a good spot. Luxitone can't be in second. That is the situation right there. So if you are Wisp, you're looking at first or nothing, and if you're Luxitone, it's looking to be kind of the same.
Yeah.
But not guaranteed to be the same.
Well, this is our final race, so I guess it all comes down to this, right?
Yeah, Goji and Stingray looks to be the big rivalry right now. They might need to be focused on unless one of her other players from behind can perhaps, pull out a race in first, but they don't have the lead right now, and we're going to see Stingray and Goji both up front, but Goji hit off the glider. And this provides a little bit of stability to Stingray, who just really needs to hold on right now.
Wow.
They are in first.
Stingray needs this so bad.
They don't have the mini-map on for some reason right there, so don't know exactly how far back they are.
How long has that been a thing? I didn't even realize.
You can actually turn it off sometimes, but we'll see. Shadow in a decent spot. Wisp actually up here in a decent spot as well, but needs Stingray to be hit out, so if you're Wisp, a blue feels necessary. You gotta wait for the pieces to kind of fall into play, but guess what? I think that Stingray is going to make it across the gap, so that will be good for them. Would be a dangerous situation. That blue's canceled. Wait, is Wisp going low? Wisp might not have made the cut up top, and they do have to go low.
Oh no!
Stingray.
It's okay. There's still 1 lap left.
It is Stingray's situation to lose of Goji in the back. I don't know if I'd be even aggressive right now, but we will see. Technicals in third with nothing to lose or gain. He might throw reds for fun for all we know.
That's so true.
But he's also kind of fighting Owen for these top spots too. It is Shadow up front. It is Stingray's event to lose. They still have defense. Goji is in the back. It looks like Luxitone is also not too far up in fourth right now. I think that this is about to be game, set, and match unless something else happens to Stingray, who is double defended.
Oh, wow.
The boo is not going to matter.
Nope, doesn't matter.
It's going to be Stingray.
Yeah. Wow, that was very impressive work by Stingray. They knew what they needed to do, and they executed.
Yep.
So this is huge.
Still a good showing to a lot of our players. A little bit of a heartbreaker for Goji there, who was right behind the beginning, gets hit off the immediate glider.
Yeah, so close.
Yeah. We have our first 6 finalists. 6 more on the way.
Oh, yeah.
And as you say, you just see that one race. Bo, Shadow, both some clutch first. Stingray got the race that they need at the very end there, and sometimes that's what it takes.
Yeah. So with top 6 moving on, congratulations to Technical, Oddonion, Owen, Shadowww, and Stingray. Thank you so much, Goji, Luxitone, Wisp, Yoshimight, and Kibble for making it this far. We're so proud of you. You guys get to enjoy the rest of the convention.
Yeah.
Yep.